Hello, my crafty friends. Today I am sharing another addition to one of the series that I'm running on my blog, which is the 12 months of Christmas. So every month I'm going to have a new Christmas card made, and that will help me build up my stash for next year. This one is a 5x7 card. I used some older pattern paper for my stash. I've had it for so long. In fact, I went through it thinking a lot of it was just going to be given to the grandkids or put in recycling, but I ended up finding some stuff that I really liked and made the card out of it. There's also some solids in the package that coordinate, so that's always a boon. And I used some dies by Karen Burniston for my card today. So there's the front. I kept it nice and simple and flat. There is nothing lifted up with foam tape because inside is the Snowman Pop Up. So I want to be able to have it display flat. In order to do that, you don't want a lot of lift on the front. So while normally I would have added foam tape to these, even just thin foam tape, maybe some gems, that does affect how flat the card lays. I like it to lay flat. So one of the new dies that Karen has is the Rectangles and Labels Crosshatch. So it does work on a 5x7 card, and I'm hoping you can see the crosshatch. That might not show up in video, but there's a beautiful crosshatch border along there. And so inside I have them as well. And what I did is I die cut the large rectangle out of the solid, and it's kind of a pale creamy green. I die cut the same rectangle out of the striped and again out of the plaid. And then I just snipped. So I cut this one in half and added it on either side of the fold line. And that means my card folds. Look how flat that folds, because there's no bulk in that fold by butting up my two edges to that fold line. If I put it in as a single piece, there would be a little bit of bunching and it wouldn't lay quite as flat. And then here's the ends of the other pieces. So there's the middle, and it's just got the crosshatch on the top and bottom, and then this leftover piece as well. And I'll just be saving those to use on other projects. The burr is Karen Burniston. There's more of the labels here. This one has actually got the frame on it that works really well with her Label Charm pop-up. A couple of the snowflakes from the Snowman Pop-Up. Now I did have a oops when I glued on my hat. There's a gap there, and the glue grabbed right away, and I was scared I was going to rip it. Honestly, I was trying to figure out how I could get it off, but the black is a black glossy cardstock, and it's heavyweight. And I just thought, nope, I am going to live with it. If somebody looks at the card and says, oh, I don't like it because there's a gap in the hat, then I can't help that. I'm still happy with the card. I'm going with that. I love this Snowman Pop-Up, and it's always fun to get it out to play with, just because it's so amazing that it folds down as flat as it folds down and then opens up for all that dimension, and it stays flat. Now I did also add a panel on the back. It's not necessary. I didn't do it for decorating. This was actually one of the papers that I wasn't really crazy about, and it was going to go into recycling. But it did even out the weight, because I have a panel here and I have the panels here. This one it helped it lay flat. But that's something, if you're making this type of a card, you can try. And if you find this one is a little bit light on that inside, then you can add a panel to the back. So there is another Christmas card for my 12 months of Christmas series, and I'll be back next month with another one. If you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button, subscribe to see more, and that's it for me today.